Welcome back to On Point Full Field Edition. James, the Midsummer Derby is finally here, and judging by your shirt, I'm guessing you like number 8.
No.
I don't even know what number 8 is.
Yeah.
Full field, though, for the Travers, 14 horses. In my blog, I said basically any horse you would want to be there is there, with the exception of the Derby winner. But we do have the Preakness and Belmont winners, and I would say if either one wins the Travers, they will jump over Nyquist as the leader of the division.
Yes, I agree, and I think Exaggerator's in a position right now. If they had the vote, he might get the edge anyway. So
I worry about the off tracks. All 3 of his wins.
that's a fair point. Absolutely, absolutely, especially with Exaggerator.
But if he wins Saturday, even if it's an off track, 4 Grade 1s with the Travers full field.
Yeah.
He would get it.
If he wins Saturday, barring a Nyquist victory in the Breeders' Cup Classic, I think he's pretty much odds on a lock to be champion 3-year-old.
Yeah, and do you think that will happen? I blogged that I do think it will. I think not only is the most likely winner, I think he's value at 5-2 or 3-1, which is his morning line. He is a 3-time Grade 1 winner.
Mm-hmm.
Creator's 2-time. None of the other 12 horses have even won a Grade 1. I'm not a huge class guy, but it's hard for me to ignore that at 5-2. He's my pick. What do you think?
I think he's got a great chance because, while the pace might not be like a blazing hot pace, I'm expecting a very contested pace with horses making multiple runs at it. So naturally, the race is going to set up very well for Exaggerator. He won a Grade 2 race last year over a fast track at Saratoga, so I don't have any track concerns in that vein. And I just think, he is the horse to beat. He's a horse I will be using on my multi-race tickets, but I'll be playing the race straight, and I'll be going in a different direction with my straight bets, and that's with Gift Box. And I like Gift Box. I'll tell you, Gift Box finished last year, stakes debut after maiden win with a good third in the Remsen, I thought. Didn't run again until May 26th. Loved his allowance win at Belmont. Beat a pretty solid field that day. Was off another 2 months, and in that Easy Go or in that Curlin Stakes on July 29th, no horse that day won on the inside part of the racetrack. I thought the inside part of the track was dead. I thought there's no bigger misleading stat than the fact that Connect won that race from the rail post, because John Velasquez was on a favorite earlier in the day, Singleton, who got beat from the inside, and the first thing he did with Connect was get him off the rail, get him in the 3-path going into the clubhouse turn. He never had him inside the entire way, despite breaking from the rail. Gift Box wound up on the rail. John Castellano guided him to the rail going in the first turn. He had to take a serious hold on him on a glacial walking pace several times, made a good run at him at the top of the stretch, and wound up a good second, I thought. That race put the fitness in him. He's in post 9 on Saturday for a much better trip, and he's not a dead one-run closer. He's more of a mid-pack stalker, but I think he's going to be 8th or 9th in the early going. He'll get the trip, and I think he's really a promising up-and-coming colt who could possibly upset the race.
All right, James, passionate about Gift Box with that soliloquy, and I can't disagree. The reasons you stated, I'm definitely in his corner more than Connect, who at 4-1 certainly would be overbet, and I don't really even want him at 6 or 8-1. I just feel like the Curlin, he's not the one I want out of there. So I do agree with you there. Where I disagree, though, and I said this in picking Exaggerator and liking Creator and Destin behind him, I do feel like the Triple Crown told us who the best 3-year-olds are. There was some thought that maybe we'll see some other up-and-comers, throughout the summer. The Player, that horse that Jimmy Jerkin unified, that didn't come to pass, and I don't expect that to come to pass here. It is going to be very interesting, though, see how the race plays out, because Lauband's going from 13, Baffert's down inside 1 and 2. Gunrunner is going to be right behind him from 14. So some interesting trips. I think it all sets up for Exaggerator, if not him, Creator. And if anyone gets it done close to the lead, I think it'll be Destin.
Yeah, well, I wrote a blog this week. 9 of the 14 ran in one of the Triple Crown races. You have 6 horses in there that.
Well, some of those 9 out of the Derby, though, didn't.
Running
is.
Yeah, I mean, Leiband was in the
ran it.
Preakness, never ran a step,
Yeah.
you know. But
My man.
of those 5 that didn't run in the Triple Crown races, you know, Gift Box is one of them, and the other one I'm going to use Exaggerator, I'm going to use Gift Box, I'm going to use Arrogate in all my multi-race bets, and that's because I've seen Arrogates. I've gone back and watched his races. That horse can finish. I know he's on the rail. I know the rail sucks in a 14-horse field, but Mike Smith is going to take him far back. If he gets the pace and the race sets up for a closer in there, that horse has like huge Brits late pace ratings. I mean, he got a 114 last time. You're not going to see any horse in the field that has 4 consecutive triple-digit late pace ratings other than Arrogate. Nobody knows. It's impossible to tell where the ceiling is. He's been killing allowance fields, you know, so there's a little bit of concern how much quality he has. But I'm saying, hey, I'm taking the glasses half full approach with him, and I think he can run a big race at long odds.
Well, I think the ceiling's right below Exaggerator. That's my answer to that. But you mentioned a couple times the multi-race bets, guaranteed pick 4 ending in the Travers. There's also a late pick 4, which the Travers is the second leg. The Sword Dancer, a part of both of them. Is there any reason to use anyone but Flintshire in your multi-race bets?
I mean, realistically, no. I mean, I know Chad Brown has some other, Judmont has another horse in there, but he doesn't really look like a rabbit to me. So the only upset possibility I could see is Grand Tito from the rail. He almost got him last time, wire to wire. He's going to be looking for the exact same trip under Jose Ortiz. He's the only horse I would use like on a backup ticket.
Yeah, I'll go all in with Flintshire just because I have no idea what to do in the previous 2 races. The King's Bishop and the Forgo, I believe, is the second leg. Very tough. Hopefully we'll get the prices there, at least I will. And Flintshire and Exaggerator can get the job done for me. Any other thoughts on the card?
Yeah, I mean, it's a dynamite card with Lady Eli and Mohaymen as well. And, you know, like you mentioned, I mean, the King's Bishop has 13 and the Forgo has 12. So, yeah, I mean, those are tough races to take a big stand on, and they will be good spread races.
Yeah, and the Ballerina kicks that off, not part of a pick 4 anything, but Karina Mia and Wavell Avenue, Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint preview perhaps.
Yes.
Great card. Don't forget it starts at 11:30. You and I will be in here eating lunch and talking about the races with everyone. Looking forward to that. Parting thoughts?
Just looking forward to Happy Travers Day, everybody.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.